Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are happy days. These days are share them with me.
Goodbye, gray sky, hello, blue. Nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day.
Welcome to the Rich and a Little Bit of Chris show, live on Smile Radio.
Hiya, how you doing?
We've got, with the powers of technology, we've got my learned friend, other side of Wakefield, Chris.
The posher side.
The posh
To be fair,
side,
it's
yeah.
going to be posh if it's posher than yours, isn't it?
And we've been joined with our very special guest, our featured artist this week, Brianna, for all the way from, is it in New York or are you originally from New Jersey?
I'm sitting in New Jersey right now. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, thank
Hi,
you
how are you
so
doing?
much for coming on. How are you doing? How's life treating you?
Life is good. We just released the new song, and we're just trying to make the most of this half quarantine, half not quarantine. I don't know what's happening anymore.
No, we have no. We're in tier 3, whatever that means, Chris. Do you? Don't ask
No,
me.
we're waiting for your updates, to be honest, because you got it. You were so on point of the week with it.
Here we go, Brianna. Right, I made one mistake of.
They'll
and it-
never let you live it down.
Oh God, no!
He said all restrictions were over. People could go out and party.
That were wishful thinking, and of course,
That's what you said out loud, though,
I
wasn't
know, I know, and people have not let me forget it, Brianna, including Chris.
The
Anyway,
gift that keeps on giving, Rich.
I know. I'm just generous to a fault. So tell
You're
us.
looking well today, old lad.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Have you had a facial or something like that?
No.
Your skin's glowing.
No, I've had a shave, and I've been working outside all week, haven't I? So I've
How
had
have you been building?
Oh, here we go. Right, it's either a pergola. You've heard of a pergola? No, a gazebo, right?
Oh, a gazebo, yeah.
It's a similar kind of thing. Anyway, the current Mrs. Harrison, she's sewn me up like a kipper because she says it's a pergola. Anyway, I'm going to find out. I'm going to Google
Is
it
that between a gondola and a pagoda?
on the water, yeah, on dry land. Anyway, so yeah, I've been working outside because I've been trying to get some stuff done at home whilst we're in this tier 2, 3, 4, whatever we're in. I don't know.
It's 3. You've been in strict lockdowns, and we have, though, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been bonkers. So what's happening over there then in New Jersey? What's going on with you then?
I thought you were about me in Wakefield.
No, not
Sorry.
you.
So in New Jersey right now, last couple of weeks we've had a little bit of a spike in cases. A couple of the local schools have shut down for a couple of weeks, and I think everyone's just kind of nervous to see what happens in the next couple of weeks because of, if spikes are happening now and we're just finding out about them, there's probably going to be more spikes, and I think everyone's kind of just on edge again. Hoping that the whole country doesn't lock down again, but we'll see what happens. Just doing my part, staying home, hanging out with family. That's really all we can do.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty much the same as well, aren't we, Chris? We're just
Yeah. It's pretty. I mean, to be fair, I don't think anybody knows what's going on no more. It's so confusing. Go out, stay in. I mean, we have an edict: go to work if you can, but stay at home if you can. So you put one foot out the door, then you put one foot back in.
Yep.
It's like a
I
chorus of Okie Kokie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, to be fair, it's trying times for everybody. But we expect his leadership to show strong direction and cohesion, and then I'm yet to find any off any of them. But anyway, we move on. We playing any songs, Rich?
Yeah. Well, I would just because it's Halloween, I just thought we'd do a little bit of.
Have you got your mask on?
Hey, but he's here all week, isn't he? He's here all week. So I'm going to play a little bit of Monster Mash, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk to Brianna a little bit more, and you can tell us all about your football skills, or your soccer skills, as you say in the US, and how all that came about. Because you've got a really interesting story, haven't you, in how you actually got into music, and it's just very, very interesting. And I have to say, you are very, very talented too, from the music that I've listened to. So
Thank you so much.
Yes, I second that as well. So no, look, your music's really good. Because Richard normally sends me it, I have a listen, then I email him back, and I just email back, very, very good, really, really like it, and he didn't reply back to that email.
I've been busy. I'm trying to keep the wheels of industry turning, mate. Right, you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris, and our very special guest, all the way from the USA, New Jersey, Brianna. And we'll be right back after a little bit of Monster Mash. Don't go anywhere.
For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five. They played the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?" It's now the monster mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It's caught on in a flash. It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool, Drac's a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you. Then you can monster mash and do my graveyard smash. You'll catch on in a flash. Then you can monster mash. Mash! Ooh! Easy go, you impetuous young boy.
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio.
Welcome back to Rich and a little bit of Chris live on Smile Radio. We've been joined with Chris and our very special guest, Brianna. Hiya, can you hear us?
Yes, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you very much.
Rich,
Yo.
Rich, for future reference, introduce Brianna before me.
Okay, sorry.
Because people know who I am, though, don't they?
So yeah, sorry. Well, I apologise, Brianna. I
You
apologise.
don't have to, I'm just saying.
All
But people
good.
know who I am because I'm on most wanted posters.
You can tell that we're not very polished here. So
I prefer it.
yeah. Well, I like to think, because the whole thing about what we are is we're unpolished. We don't sanitise. Well, we do sanitise, obviously, for obvious reasons. But the actual show and everything else, we're just a couple of chances, aren't we, Chris?
Again, Richard, you're going to have to think of something else.
Yeah, we are.
You make it sound like people go around taking scrap.
So, Brianna, tell us a little bit about you and how you come about with your music, because you had a really good football or soccer career. I just keep saying football, but
You can call it football.
football. So, if you don't mind me asking, what happened with all of that then?
Sure. So my whole life, my whole family's been very sports oriented. Both of my brothers play everything. My older brother, Frankie, played professional American football in Germany, captain in college. So my whole life has always been very sports related. And being the only girl in the family, I chose to follow soccer. Whereas, all my cousins, my brothers, everyone did, American football, baseball, all that stuff. And I was actually recruited to play in university at Delaware State University. And we won our league championship. I was part of the starting forward line as a striker. And last play of the game, my second year of college, league championship game, there's 10 seconds left. I'm up at midfield. I'm like, all right, let's take him in overtime. I'm clapping. Everyone's packed in R18. I'm like, just clear it. Well, we'll take him in overtime or PKs or whatever. All of a sudden, they cleared the ball to me. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, like, it's just me and a defender. This is a Disney movie. I'm about to win with 1 second left. I'm going to score. I get the ball. I turn. Like, it's me and the goalie. And I'm in my head. I'm like, there's no way I'm missing this, Next thing I know, I wake up. I'm on the ground. I got leveled completely by the goalie. And I just remember turning. My roommate at the time, my college roommate, was the midfielder. I turned to her. I was like, Danny, did we score? She laughed at me. She was like, God, no. But we got the PK. So I'm there fully concussed, like just standing, like my hands on my knees, like just trying to like not fall over so I could finish the last 3 seconds of this game. My other roommate, Danny. My roommate, Danny, scored the PK. 1 second left. They just let it run at the restart and we won. I was half dead. So I figured, why not end my career on a win? Yep. So we got the championship ring, and I decided to then transfer to study in Italy. And that's where I kind of got I want to do music full time. I want to travel. I want to sing. I want to write. I want to meet new people every day. That's like the most fun part.
Yeah. So why Italy? Is that because of your heritage or?
Heritage. My whole family is from Naples and outside of Palermo, Sicily. But they all moved here in the 30s.
Is that mafia country, Sicily? I always thought.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure my family is a little questionable. 100%.
Is it Cosa Nostra rather than mafia? It's Cosa Nostra, isn't it?
What did you say?
Is it Cosa Nostra from Sicily? The original mafia. Is it called the Cosa Nostra?
I think it is. I think it's like right outside Palermo. All I'm saying is I'm sure I've got some aunts and uncles that are a little questionable.
So if they mess with you, they're going to wake up with an horse's head outside of them. Or sleep with the fishes.
Yeah, right? Just a quick nap. But so I chose Italy because I've always wanted to travel back, to the homeland. But 2 of my college roommates that I already knew were going there as well. So I felt comfortable. It was my first time actually traveling. I mean, my first real flight that I can remember was a 8-hour flight to Italy, which I don't recommend as your first flight. But I felt more comfortable doing that my first time traveling with people I already knew. And like I said, I didn't realize at the time, but that 4-month study abroad experience was the reason I wanted to go full-time music, because I knew music would give me the opportunity to be myself, where like soccer had always been a part of my existence. And now it's like, oh, I need to find something that I could do for the next 60 years, because Lord knows my body cannot run up and down that field right now. So music, always made me happy and gave me that opportunity to travel, see the world.
So I take it you were already studying music whilst you were playing football?
Yes.
Yeah.
Classical guitar.
Wow.
Very random.
No, but I mean, like I said, I've listened, and I've obviously when is it Paul sent me all your stuff across earlier this week, and or is it last week? Days just morph into one.
Days.
It's just I think it might have been last week anyway. And then when I think I messaged him on Monday to say, would you be, is it a bit too short notice to come on the show, because your song Never Stay is very poignant to what a charity that I'm involved with, and again I asked the question cheekily, because if you don't ask you never get, so I asked the question, and I said to Paul, would you be interested in doing a live spot, because we're doing a virtual. It's called a butterfly ball, Samantha Sykes butterfly ball. And unfortunately, for obvious reasons, we can't do it. So that's our biggest fundraiser for the year. So we're doing it virtually, and we're getting people to donate whilst we're doing so. We've got a number of speakers and one thing and another. But your song. I mean, I'll let you tell us how that song came about, because it's about you, not about me.
So I was telling Chris earlier before we had started the show that quarantine actually gave me the opportunity to sit down and cope with a few previous experiences and events, that have happened in the last couple of years, where the only reason I was able to write Never Stay was because I physically had to sit in the house, and it was either work on music or watch Netflix, So if quarantine never happened, we came back from our Europe tour, and we were set to go across America, and it would have been one after the other. And I don't know what songs I would have released had that been the timeline, but I'm very grateful that I was able to really write a song that I think spoke volumes to what was going on in not only in my life, but in the world. Never Stay is about a toxic relationship that unfortunately leads to domestic violence, harassment, retaliation, just terrible things that people don't talk about. Especially, nobody, when you go out to dinner with your friends, you're not going to talk about that. And because everyone was sitting at home for quarantine, a lot of people overlook the fact that a lot of people were quarantining with either their abusers, their manipulators. They are victims, and nobody wanted to acknowledge that was happening at a mass scale, because every single person couldn't leave their house, And so what we did was safely, we were able to record a music video where everyone was tested before, rapid test the day of, just to try to depict a type of relationship that looks all smiles and cheeky and loving, but behind closed doors it's terrible. It's like I said, we tried to do that type of storyline justice because of the mass scale that it's happening to right now. Oh, no, you're good. What were you gonna say?
Do you think social media also gives the fairy tale aspect to a lot of things? Facebook's just a snapshot, when somebody posts a photo and they're all smiling and laughing, and then once it's gone, they might be back to arguing and stuff like that. It just leaves a false insecurity what people actually are going through, doesn't it? It's all very cloak and dagger, smoke and mirror sort of thing.
100%, and it's the best metaphor for it, because somebody says, all right, smile for a picture, and you smile for that split second. You're smiling when you're out to dinner with friends. Then when you go back to your regular life, you're like counting the minutes till you could fall asleep. You don't have to deal with it.
And then go to work and stuff like that,
Yeah, distractions.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wasn't aware. I've got a really good friend. Have you heard of an organisation called the Samaritans over in the UK? It's an organisation where people can ring if they need somebody to talk to, if they're feeling suicidal or feeling down, or just and I've got a friend who, and it's people who go there, the volunteers, they don't get paid to go do this, and I wasn't aware that the cases of domestic violence in, like when we got the European Cup or the World Cup finals, the statistics show that the levels of domestic violence through competitions like that increase. I think something ridiculous like 30%. It's a ridiculous amount. And I'm just thinking, I mean, I love football. Me and Chris both used to play. We played in the same team, and Chris was an extremely good goalkeeper, and I was an average midfield player. We just had
to shoot on Chris.
Yeah. His shot stopping, I have to say, he was a bit of a Dracula at crosses. He didn't like him, but shot stopping, amazing, very, very, very good. But yeah, and I just found that bizarre. I mean, like when we got to the semi-finals this year, not this year, the other year in the World Cup, and we did really well, and the whole country was, you know, in euphoria, or so I thought. But the amount of people that suffered, you know, domestic violence through that, and I just think, it's bonkers.
I mean, lockdown as well, Rich. There's been that many cases of domestic abuse because people are with each other 24. I mean, there's no excuse. But
No.
well, lockdown, there's no excuse. You shouldn't be raising hand to a woman or anybody, kids,
No.
women, anything.
But you know, there's men too, unfortunately. You know,
Yeah,
the victims of, you know, of domestic violence and, you know, mental you know, torture and torture. But you know what I mean, abuse. So yeah, it's so when I listen to and if it's all right with you, what I want to do is I want to leave it there, and I'm going to play the song, and then we can actually talk about you know, the lyrics a little bit more. But for those who are listening, and again, we're on Facebook, and you know, if you want to download and listen live on the website www.smileradio.co, or we're on Instagram and Twitter at SmileRadio3, and also on Facebook, and that's Smile Radio Yorkshire. And there's a video. If you go to our website on the featured artist bit, we've put the video of this track, and it is very, very poignant to what you're saying. Is you're all out, you're having a laugh and a joke, you're having a meal, you're having a drink, and then, you know, there's times where he might have had one too many, and, you know, anyway, listen to the lyrics, listen to the song, and if you get a chance to watch the video, obviously when the show's finished, not just yet, listen to us, because, you know, we've got a lot to say. So you listen to Rich, Brianna, and Chris. Is that better, Chris? Cheers, Cole.
better.
Thank you. Right, so this is Never Stay by Brianna. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. He says, honestly, it's coming on.
I know you can't be calling me up this late at night anymore. I let you down a couple of times 'cause you were asking me to get higher. It's really not your place to say I'm going away, taking my time. Won't let you hold me back 'cause this time I'll never stay. Never stay. Saying that the enemy, but you were never really good for me. And now you want to come back, but you never want to talk about how I always end up feeling alone. The same mistakes, I can't breathe when you're around. So push you away 'cause I don't want to fight, but you're always taking something away from me. No, you'll never be the one, 'cause you're never gonna change. Breaking my heart every time I try, I just can't stay. Said I really wanna be someone. Wreck it all, then wanna know why you're not in control. I don't need you now, 'cause I'm gonna make it on my own. So you know you can't be calling me up this late at night anymore. I let you down a couple of times 'cause you were asking me to get higher. It's really not your place to say I'm going away, taking my time. Won't let you hold me back 'cause this time I'll never stay. No, you'll never be the one, 'cause you're never gonna change. Breaking my heart every time I try, I just can't stay. Said I really wanna be someone. Rich and Chris and Drive Time, Smile Radio.
I have to. It's a beautiful song. I mean, I know if you listen to the lyrics, it's very, very poignant, and it's almost. I'm just trying to think of a song it reminds me of. It reminds me a little bit of a Madonna track. I'm trying to think of it.
Love Madonna.
Yeah. It'll come to me. I have this all the time, don't I, Chris? I have
Papa Don't Preach.
yeah, a little bit, maybe, yeah.
No, do you know what I thought Dear Jester.
Say that again, Chris. You
Dear
just
Like
brought-
lullaby in the No, Dear Jessie, not Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Dear Jessie.
sorry.
Oh, there's a Janet Jackson. That's my mom's favorite.
No, but
Sorry.
go on, go on.
I must admit that was an absolutely lovely track, and the music complemented it so much.
Thank you.
If you're not careful, the music takes you away on another journey alone. Never mind focusing on the lyrics. When you listen to them both, it completely sets a tone. And you know, I mean, what you sang about then, countless people, both men and women, will probably be having that same battle and struggle day in, day out.
Definitely,
And
yeah.
it's quite a heady subject to tackle as well in a song, and you've done it so well, and with a great musicality as well. So well done. I really like that.
Thank you very much.
So, how, without going into too much detail, then, so what came first, the music or the lyrics?
So my engineer and my producer, his name's Nick Mavromatis. He's from Greece, but he lives in Newcastle by you guys. And I had sent him that guitar riff, the dun 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 dun, and he took that guitar riff and he did this like counterpoint line with his piano, and all of a sudden he just sent me like a little snippet of it, and I texted back, yes. That's all I wrote back, yes. And he sent me the backing track that you guys just listened to, right? Like that instrumental. The song's only 2.5 minutes, and he had sent me that as like a rough draft. And I was like, don't touch it. The song doesn't need to be 3.5 minutes. We don't need the typical song structure. I just wrote the entire song. Like I just wrote everything because it was things I've always wanted to just say. You know, sometimes people write music because they're like, oh, I think people want to hear this and whatnot. This was like my big, like, like my big FU track. Like, and it just went. There's no real song structure to it. And it was everything I wanted to say. And so that's why it's not, I guess, the typical single release, I guess, where, you know, intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, re-intro, you know?
Yeah, I want to say it doesn't tick the boxes of a mainstream single, however. That could, no, I don't mean that negative. I mean, look, when Susan Vega sang about Luca all them years ago, that was about child abuse, and it was such a popular song. You know, child abuse, child neglect. I think it's a great track, and it doesn't have to fit. It doesn't have to conform with a 3 minutes 30 ethos, because there's been some fantastic tracks as well, another 2 minutes as well. So, I mean, Janis Joplin could belt a track out in under 2 minutes, and she's got exactly what she wanted to say, and then move on.
Yeah. We've just got a message on Facebook. Nicola Clapman said, sounded like a really good song. The lyrics were so good. Well done. So thanks for that, Nicola. Thanks for your message. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, it's easy for us to sit here and you know, I mean, you don't know us really from Adam, and we don't really do the blowing smoke up your back end, for want of a better expression. You know, if we didn't like it, I wouldn't have got in touch with you. Do you know what I mean?
I appreciate it so much.
So there is a compliment hidden somewhere, I think.
And also, if I hadn't liked it and he'd have picked it,
I'd have
struggled to find something to say. I might have even told you as well, anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, we are a bit blunt, and I think to the point sometimes. But yeah, I really, really like it. Really, really like it, and I think
I've just been looking at your page, Brianna, and the video that's on YouTube. The opening shot, it reminds me very much of Love Story and Vanilla Sky, how it's looking down a generic, I would imagine, New York street with the female and the male lead in the video. It looks, before you even press play, it looks like it's a love story. And obviously, when that song plays over the top of it, it completely takes you on a different tangent altogether.
Yeah.
Was that the premise of the video? Because I haven't watched the video, because Richard told me to watch it later and listen to Richard.
Definitely watch it. The number one thing that I wanted to convey in this was I was not trying to romanticize, you know, this atrocious topic. I very much wanted to do it justice and bring light in the fact that this happens every day, and there's nothing cute about it, you know?
No.
It's something that we need to take care of and offer more resources to make sure that doesn't happen.
So I think it's another thing that's overlooked, I think, in today's modern society, because people don't like talking about it, but if people don't talk about it and make it relevant,
Mhm.
people just carry on worrying about other things that's going on in the world or their lives that sometimes are inconsequential as well in the
Yep.
bigger scheme of things.
100%.
So I
So
really like that song.
yeah, so you know when you just getting back to when you were touring, because before we kicked off at 4 o'clock, we were talking to Brianna about her tour dates, and she were over this neck of the wood. Well, not in Yorkshire, I don't think. Did you? Did you get to Yorkshire?
No, but
No.
we'll be there next time. I gotta come say hi to you guys.
Oh, 100%, and we'd love you to come in the studio, and hopefully once we get our live venue set up, you can come and play, and
Definitely.
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that.
100%. Trust me, I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, so just tell us tell the listeners, where did you get to when you were doing your tour?
We were lunatics. We were all over the place. We were in Barcelona, Madrid, Ibiza, Italy, Budapest, like Brussels. Went throughout Germany. One of my favorites was Latvia, Riga, Latvia.
Wow.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever be standing in Riga, Latvia singing, but we checked it off. It was so much fun. I think the best part about it was meeting so many different people with so many different backgrounds and cultures, because New York, like I'm right outside New York City, so there's so much of that. But I feel like when we're in New York City, everyone tries to be a little bit Americanized.
Yeah.
And I wanted the reverse. I wanted to, get a glimpse of, daily life, daily culture, cuisines, language, in like the natural state, in Budapest, in Belgium, in all these countries that speak different languages, have different, daily routines, different cuisines, and all that stuff. So
Europe
that was
is
my favorite.
You probably toured the best continent to do that, because Europe is a multi-country continent with different religions, different social aspects, food, everything. It's so multicultural but in its word is complete diversification. Anyway, we talk about a diverse and all-encompassing society, but if we're not careful, we'll wash away all the individualities of the countries you visited, like Latvia, Germany. If we wash it and become too PC, we will lose all that originality that each country has got to offer you. So the touring experience that you've done around Europe, you've probably seen it at its rawest. If you were to be around in 100 years, the Europe that you toured might never be like that again.
Yeah.
They might just become a wash. Like you talk about America. Europe is far. It's so many different things that every country is different. I mean, the language is so different. I mean, the German language is so abrupt. The Italian and French language, and it's quite romantic.
It's like Dutch as well, isn't it? Dutch is very
yeah. I mean,
not aggressive, but no, don't ask us to even attempt it. But it's not aggressive, but it kind of comes, if you didn't know.
Yeah, but so I think when you've toured Europe and you've seen probably its best and its worst, that's probably the best thing to say about a multicultural society as well. You've probably seen it at its best and its worst while you've gone to all these countries. But Budapest, that's a bit off charts.
I'd like to go.
When we were in Budapest, I found out that I'm deathly allergic to walnuts the hard way.
Oh dear. Well, that's not good.
Fun.
So you've
You
never
have to have an EpiPen.
We, after about 12 minutes, we had one.
Wow.
That was touch and go then. You weren't flatlining, were you?
It was almost the first and last European tour.
We shouldn't laugh, but oh my gosh. But I've just
it was funny. Now it's now funny.
well, you can laugh. At least well, there's something positive, not to eat walnuts.
Yeah.
That's a result.
At least we know now.
That's a result. I've been looking at your stats on Spotify, and you've had nearly 57,000 monthly listens to your song, and that is amazing. That is amazing, and
unreal.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and take the credit, because it is a brilliant song. It is a brilliant song, and I can't wait for the rest of your stuff that's going to come out hopefully soon. So,
I have a song that's almost ready. I can give you guys a teaser if it comes through on my phone.
ooh,
Is that
yeah.
cool?
Yeah, of course it's cool, yeah.
All right, let's see if this Wi-Fi wants to be nice to me today. So, like I said, my producer is sitting in Newcastle right now. I wish I were there recording. But this, like I said, if the Wi-Fi wants to be nice to me. Here we go. Hey, what a good day today. The vocals aren't done yet, but this is the track. So that's like a nice little tease.
Oh, you little minx. That's it. You can, hey, that just a little 10 seconds. That's your lot. No more.
That's all you get.
That's all you get. So your other song that I've got is Forever. Are we allowed to play it? Do you want to play that?
Yeah, Forever's my baby. I love Forever.
Right, what we'll do is we'll play this. So you're listening to Brianna from New Jersey, Rich and a little bit of Chris, live on Smile Radio. So get in touch with us, Instagram and Twitter at Smile Radio 3. Also on we're on Facebook, and that's Smile Radio Yorkshire. If you want to drop me an email, it's richard@smileradio.co. Get in touch with us. If you've got any questions, any thoughts, let us know. We'll be more than happy to hear from you. So this is Forever by Brianna. But Brianna, oh God, I put my teeth in. Brianna, live on Smile Radio.
We were young and you were always there. I couldn't believe my eyes. You picked first, and I played
Welcome back to Rich and a little bit of Chris. I'm having a bit of a nightmare there. Sorry about that. For some reason, the jingle should have played and it didn't. But anyway, we're here now. We're back. Can you hear me?
I can. Great work there, Tubster.
Hey, like I say, I'm the gift that keeps on giving. At least they know we're live anyway, Brianna. We are live, so we're not. You know, it is what it is. Right then, where are we? Right, it's playing now. It's playing now. Brilliant. The jingle's playing now. My little button's working. Anyway, so tell us all about that song. I love that. I really, really like that.
Thank you. I wrote that one. That was the first song I ever finished, and wrote that about the same relationship I wrote Never Stay about. So it's a little juxtaposition now. But that's
I like that word. I like that word. Nice. Always to slip juxtapositioning.
But it's probably my favorite song to perform live because I've kind of, I Could Love You Forever, that idea. I've kind of not manipulated it, but changed it, modified it into a way where the I could love you forever part is really me performing for you guys, for the audience. And that's what I really do think I could do for the rest of my life. So I'm happy that it's kind of grown into that mentality. But I come from a, Bruce Springsteen background, all that fun, rock and roll. So you can definitely hear the growth in, my musicianship as far as sound and genre and development. But when it comes to it, I love rocking out. Like I said earlier, I studied classical guitar, so anytime I could rip a solo, I'm never going to shy away from that. And they sound like two completely different songs. Live, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Chris, Brianna reminds me a little bit. You remember Loz Campbell?
Yeah.
She's classically trained guitarist,
yeah.
But she's check her stuff out. Loz Campbell, she's a real rock chick. But yeah,
very similar in looks, aren't they?
Yeah. She's very attractive too. So, So again, another compliment from us both. Hey, don't get any better, does it? Anyway, but she's classically trained. She actually teaches guitar as well. But she's I went to see a club over in Leeds with Big Rooster Jeff, and the Apostles were playing. And the good thing on that particular night, because a lot of bands do covers, but the whole premise of that night was each band had to do the original material, and the bands couldn't go once they played. That you have to stay and watch the other performers, and I really like that because there's some gigs where you go and somebody they'll play and they'll go. I've done my bit.
Biggest pet peeve is when because we play with bands all the time, so. I don't know why people ever leave. I always like hearing new music anyway. Yeah,
well, like you said, for us, the whole premise of Smile Radio is about independent and unsigned music, and it's giving new music a platform to be, to be listened to. And me and Chris were talking about this at the weekend, and we've got a really good friend of ours, and he's really into his music, and he says, well, he says, I normally, because we used to do a thing, the last hour was like an all request. Again, we've ripped it off somebody else's show because none of the stuff is original. But plagiarise is my middle name. Anyway, all joking apart. And he just said that he likes to get in a car, and even though you can listen on the app or on the website, everybody's got data on the phone now, so they can listen endlessly to whatever. He says, I want to get in a car and I want to listen to something that I know. And I understand that. And it's like me and Chris were saying that it's not everybody's bag. What we do is not everybody's, but you're never going to please everybody either. But I just want to, and there's a guy, and I keep going on about this guy, John Peel was he was a trailblazer to let, new music on the BBC, and he were before his time, in my opinion. He found, so many fantastic artists over the years. He's no longer with us now, unfortunately, but, I'd like to be known as a modern day John Peel. Chris keeps giving me grief about that, saying, well, we need to be ourselves and not try and emulate someone else. But I just love the fact, and, if Paul hadn't messaged you, we no disrespect, I'd have probably never heard of you. Do you know what I mean? I know the power of social media and everything else, but, I'm so glad he contacted us because your music and everything and what you're doing is brilliant. And to be part of that journey, even though we don't know each other really well, but you know, for us and for me and as our station, is to be part of somebody's journey like that. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Making my whole day right now. I'm so happy that you guys answered, the email. I'm so grateful that, you guys do this, that you give, artists like myself and others just this platform to try to, become that artist that people know that they just want to listen to in their car. It's part of the journey, part of the growth, and I'm just so grateful.
Yeah,
You guys
How
have
big's
no
your
idea. I'm
following?
so grateful.
Sorry, Brianna. How big's your following in America?
It depends. Like my home base is New York City, New Jersey, Philly, and that is probably my biggest section of the country. And we only do like 1 or 2 shows in the area on purpose a year, so that it's big and sold out. Hopefully, But Instagram has given us this insane amount of opportunities. I think we're over 20,000 throughout the world, which is crazy. So always just trying to grow, release more music, meet more people. Just because, I mean, I like making people's days better, So I'd rather do that than anything else.
Yeah,
I think everybody likes to make somebody's day a little bit better at some point. At least
You know what I mean?
achieve something for that one day.
Yeah.
I'm just setting up. Well, while you guys are talking, so that I've had a thing too, because we should have been streaming on Instagram as well, but for some reason it's not worked. But anyway, it's on Facebook. We can get, and also for any of your friends or anybody who's missed it, there's a podcast, and I'll send you the link afterwards as well. It'll probably be tomorrow by the time I've got to do a little bit of editing and whatnot, but. So for our regular listeners who know, that if they missed this show, any other show, they can go to our website, smileradio.co/on-demand, or you can go get the podcast from iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and all the major podcasting sites. So, I could talk to you all day. I really, really could.
Isn't it fun? Aren't we having a good time?
Oh, amazing! Absolutely amazing. We've got, I've got another band coming on at 5:00, and they're from down there in London. They were on
26th Avenue, right?
Yeah.
Checked out their single 206. It's really, really good.
Yeah. Well, they've got a new one coming out. I'm not sure if it's released today, so they're coming on just to give that a bit of a plug, and we're going to play the couple of tracks. But it's been amazing, and I'll contact you in regards to the 28th. So is that a deal? Are we in for that? Are you up for
100%,
that?
100%.
Oh, that I can't thank you enough. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And again, like it's going to be either a 3 or 4 hour evening, starting at 7 p.m. UK time. So don't know what that is in New York.
2 o'clock.
I'll show up on time.
What time is it, Chris?
2 o'clock. We're 5 hours behind, Rich.
Other. Cheers, Cocker. Thank you.
It's all right. I've just got an atlas in front of me with all time zones.
But believe it or not, Brianna, right? Chris is a fountain of knowledge. He's got a plethora. I can't even say it, Chris. Say it for me, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Of information.
See, she's trying to outword me now. She's known me 50 minutes and she's trying to outword me. She's even
I was a music major.
juxtapositioning.
I have 2 vocab words.
To be fair though, I give you kudos for juxtaposition though. That's the best use of it ever.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. So, but what I'll do is I'll drop Paul an email. Is that okay? And then we'll and if we can talk before that time, we can have a chat and we can see, and we'll put the schedule together, and it'd be amazing.
Beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for having me on today.
We've loved it, and like I said,
pleasure.
it has. It's been amazing, and again, like I said, just keep doing. Sorry, man, I'm to move my phone away from the microphone. It's picking it up, but keep doing what you're doing. And if anything's going on in regards to any new music, send it across. We'll put it on our playlist. It's on the playlist now, so it's on the independent playlist. So. It'll be coming out.
Share it all over Facebook, and then I'll probably follow you on Instagram and everything and that. So that and I just share stuff and like stuff.
Yeah, well, because again,
I'm not technically savvy.
We had a half an hour trying to get his microphone to work before I'd come on. That was quite amusing. But anyway, right, we're gonna love you and leave you, but I'll be in touch with you, Brianna, and I'll get in touch with Paul, and we can have a chat soon, sometime next week, if that's okay.
Awesome, definitely.
Well, keep safe and keep doing what you're doing, and it's been amazing. Thank you so much for taking
Thanks
your
so
time
much
out.
for coming on,
You
Brianna.
guys. Rich, Chris, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
cheers.
All right, you
Take
stay
care.
safe. Take
You
care.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Right then, I'm gonna break for a quick song. So, Chris,
I mean, Rich, am I still here?
you still on? Yeah, I've not cut you off yet, so don't worry.
I'm good.
I ain't cut you off yet. We'll see you
Oh,
later
you-
on. Thank you.
It won't be long though, will it, before you cut me off, you little narcissist?
Right
She
then.
were really good, Rich, weren't you?
Yeah. Right then. I'm going back to our featured artist back in January, February of 2019. And this is Mosley Bar called Strange Place. So you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris live on Smile Radio. We'll be right back after this.
Sort me out, and I'll find love again. In serious doubt, I'll scrap your life, repent. I see the colors that you cannot see. Sat on the windowsill in burgundy. Fly on the wall in ways I shouldn't be. But I'm blinded by this life, yes, I'm blinded. Got something to say. I spent all my change. I'll be living in a strange place. Got something to say. I spent all my change. I'll be living in a strange place. Sort me out, and I'll try hard again. When you and I shout, we lose our minds. And when you've been to places that I want to be, see things in person I see virtually, do things I do when I am fast asleep. But I'm blinded by this life, yes, I'm blinded. Got something to say. I spent all my change. I'll be living in a strange
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smart Radio.
Welcome back to Rich and a bit of Chris live on Smile Radio. Are you there, big man?
I am, mate. Thought that went really, really well. Great guest to have on.
Absolutely. You know, when I was listening to it earlier this week or last week, whenever it was, yeah, you know, and he's. I know people think it's probably a bit gushy, but I really, 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 really enjoy her music. Really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing her stuff live as well. So that'll be a right touch.
To be honest, you know, like, and she was a great guest, Rich. She was engaging and everything. So
Yeah. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you very much. So, coming up in hopefully in the next sort of 5-10 minutes, we have our featured artist from a couple of weeks ago, and that's the 26th Avenue. They're coming on with promoting their new
So
single.
what's been going on with you then, Rich?
What, this week?
Well, just in general, 'cause I can't see you for 2 weeks.
I know. Well, I'm cracking on with the garden, obviously, because I'm doing little bits still at nursery. You know, sort of kind of proper job. But yeah, I've built a gazebo.
Have you done that last bit of thingy?
What?
That railing?
The glass.
No, yeah, 'cause you still had that metal railing up, didn't you?
I've taken the metal railing down. I can't put the glass down until I've got the stone down.
So that's another safety hazard then.
Oh God,
There's
yeah.
the blame, there's a claim.
Oh, God,
I'm
yeah.
I'm just going to come and fall off.
I'll say you.
thank you.
I'll just say you're trespassing because we're not supposed to be coming to each other's houses.
I'll say we're a stalker, but they want enough a peeping Tom, but they want enough safety aspects in place.
You come and did a risk assessment first. Oh, hang on. We've got Alex joining us, I think, from 26th Avenue. Are you there, Alex? Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you had your hair done.
Hi, Alex.
It's just wet because I've been out.
All right. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. You been all right?
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. Yeah, steady away.
Yeah.
So, are the rest joining us, or?
Yeah, Lewis just said he's joining now on the chat. And
Is she having another tattoo done? Will she be late again?
no, me and Demi are both at a hotel actually, so we're both using hotel Wi-Fi. So hopefully it's all right.
So you're on for 5 minutes then?
I think Demi gets half an hour free. I think mine's gonna stay. Mine's fine.
All right.
Or Demi gets an hour. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see.
So what's been going on then, kid? What's been happening?
Yeah, no. We filmed a music video earlier this week for release when the EP comes out. Other than that, it's just been sort of smooth sailing, really. Yeah, really good.
Sorry, mate. I'm just typing. Are you there, Chris?
Yeah, it's all right. So I'll just so you filmed a music video then, yeah?
Yeah, that was Tuesday. We did gonna come out with the EP in sort of late November time next month.
So it's not. Which was that the one that you sent me earlier this week?
Ooh, no, I think that's the one. That's the one that came. That's probably the one that came out today. I
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah. So
This,
the music video is coming out with the EP.
Lewis.
Hi, you right?
Good
hello.
Are you
afternoon.
doing all right?
Hi, you right, mate? All good here. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. You're not in the hotel with the other two then?
I'm not. It's just Demi.
So I'm in
Demi-
a hotel as well.
Oh,
mate.
she's
I'm-
here.
I'm
Demi's
as well.
joining us.
Are you?
She's
Oh, yeah,
here.
you aren't you?
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
here. Hello.
Oh,
Here she
fantastic.
is.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Thanks for joining us. Hey. Hey,
Right, let
literally,
me get some light on the subject.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah, mate.
are you a vampire? Are you scared of sunlight? What's going on?
I'm absolutely petrified. We're waiting on Joe.
Mm.
So, guys, thanks for taking the time out. So, while we're here, we might as well tell our listeners and our viewers we're on Facebook, Smile Radio Yorkshire, Instagram and Twitter at Smile Radio 3. We're on Periscope as well, and also Joe's coming. Come on, Joe, let's have you.
Come on, Joe.
Come on, Joe, let's have you, son.
Let's have it. Whee!
Oh, fantastic.
Here we go. Look, here we go.
Hello.
Hello. How are we, son?
Yeah, we're good. How are you?
Oh, great to be alive. Every day's a
How are you
bonus,
doing?
kid.
Indeed.
So,
Right.
tell our listeners about this new track. Who's going to kick off?
Go on, Alex.
I've been chatting away. I think
Oh.
it's your turn, Demi. I
Fantastic.
think they're bored of me.
Our new single, Dissolution, just came out today. Literally just dropped at midnight, so it's not been out for long. It's the second single we've dropped, so it's following up from 206.
Yep.
It's a little bit different. I'd say it's a bit more lenient towards the sort of pop side rather than being heavy as 206 was. But it's a song we've had for ages. I think we wrote this when we literally just got together not that long. So, and it's it's developed a long way. It's come a long way from what it was before, and it's actually, I think it's pretty much one of my favourites out of the 4 tracks we've got. So I'm glad to have it out now, and it's just amazing to be able to go on Spotify and you play 206 and it comes to an end, and then your next song comes on. It's like having 2 songs out there now is just even more phenomenal than having just one. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, I've listened to it because I did get a preview earlier on in the week. Thank you very much.
Of course.
But it's on our system, but it hasn't gone out. I put it on yesterday, so it might. No, I didn't get on I didn't put it on the rotation, but it'll be out today, so it should be on the rotation as well. So it'll be a part of our independent and unsigned playlist. So it'd be good. I think you'll get a couple of plays a day. So one during the day, or a couple during the day, and a couple during the night. Because obviously for our listeners over in the US, so we're spreading the love, sharing the love. We're all about that.
Cheers.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
how's the latest ink work done? How Demi? How's that gone? Is it all scabbed
No,
up?
it's actually. Hang on a minute.
Oh, hang on.
It's not bad.
Oh.
Oh, is that a butterfly?
Yeah.
I was a bit worried there, Demi.
It's a moth. It's healed pretty well. Yeah. So
Have
What?
you been putting Bepanthen on it?
I have, Bepanthen, nappy
Yeah,
rash.
that's it. Yeah, it's
Go on.
nappy rash cream, yeah.
Oh, Chris has got his full sleeves out. Look,
Hey.
Chris,
All
look,
sleeved up.
Hey.
he's working on his like. Don't drop your trousers, Chris. Whatever you do, it's his
I'm
commando.
actually
We don't
wearing,
want that.
Track your bottoms today. It's a little bit chilly.
Oh.
So.
There we go.
So why a moth?
I just like them, I've got loads of them. I've got.
They're attracted to the light, Demi, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't think it where she is. It's pitch black.
I've got one on the back of my neck as well. I just think they're cool. I think they're very. For me, they're very misjudged. Like, people are scared of moths, but they're literally harmless. And I think that's a bit like me. I'm a bit misjudged, and I come across a bit, hard-faced and a bit of a twat. But when you get to know me, I'm just generally just soft. Like, that's me. I'm a moth.
Yeah.
Just a apology.
Attracted to the light, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, attracted to the light. But
Yeah,
that's the thing. Think people are just attracted to me, Chris. That's the thing,
Are you the natural light, then?
Well, they're only human, Demi, aren't they? Eh?
I know. I can't blame them, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Well, I don't know what else to say to
The
that.
thing is, there's no. What can you say, Rich?
Well, yeah, without sounding
nothing can
pervy,
be
you know
said.
what I mean? It just come out. I'm old enough to be a dad. You know what I mean? What's going on there?
Oh, dear.
Right then, I tell you what.
You nearly led us down a path that you nearly dug yourself an hole in then.
No, but yeah,
Ew.
yeah. Get out with that trowel. Anyway, I'll tell you what, Demi. The beauty
Yeah.
of the band.
Yeah, that's me.
You introduce the track, and we'll be right back. You introduce your new track.
Right, perfect. Hello, everybody on Smile Radio. This is Demi from 26th Avenue. This is a brand new single, Dissolution, out today. Let's go.
Have it. Come on, he
Great
says.
work, Demi.
Great work,
I'm a
Demi.
professional. What can I say?
Yeah, exactly. And
So was that you done it before, Demi?
Hey, do you want to come and do a show, then?
Fantastic. Where are you? I'll be there.
Yeah, come on.
Wakey.
Hey, we're online.
Wakey. Oh,
Shaky,
all right.
wakey. Yeah, well, if you want to come and do a show, we're all looking for new presenters. Anyway,
No problem. I'll be there.
Right.
Richard, she can't travel into a tier 3 area.
well, neither can you, but we're on. We can do it via Zoom.
Wait, I'm there. I'm down.
She's down with it. Right, I'm going to shut up
To
and
be
play
fair,
your
it'd
song.
just be a show about Demi. She won't play no music, would she?
Yeah, it's me. Mirrors, who's put green M&Ms in this bowl? Everybody knows I don't like green M&Ms. Right, we'll be right back after this. This is 26th Avenue, live on Smile Radio. Have it.
I'm dodging your questions, 'cause 'cause I don't have the answers. No, not tonight. No, not tonight. You asked me to come over. You're messing with my head again. No, not tonight. No, not tonight. And I know what you're looking for. I tell you, you won't find it here. I know that you want something more. 'Cause now I'm stronger. I'm fine without you as it gets longer. I understand the truth. You didn't keep me warm at night. Now I'm wiser. I'm dealing on my own. I'm a fighter. Now, girl, I should have known that everything would be just fine. I'm avoiding your phone calls, 'cause I don't wanna talk to you. I'm messing around with someone new. Yeah, someone new. And now our song's on the radio. And you can turn the volume loud. Only when no one's around. No one's around. And I know what you're looking for. I tell you, you won't find it here. I know that you want something more. 'Cause now I'm stronger. I'm fine without you as it gets longer. I understand the truth. You didn't keep me warm at night. Now I'm wiser. I'm dealing on my own. I'm a fighter. And girl, I should have known that everything would be just fine. And I know what you're looking for. I tell you, you won't find it here. I know that you want something more. 'Cause now I'm stronger. I'm fine without you as it gets longer. I understand the truth. You didn't keep me warm at night. Now I'm wiser. I'm dealing on my own. I'm a fighter. Girl, I should have known that everything would be just fine. I'm glad I said goodbye for the last time. I'm glad I said goodbye for the last time. Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and a Little Bit of Chris show. We've been joined by the 26th Avenue, and that was their latest single, which
Rich.
was professionally.
Rich.
Yo,
Let Demi do this bit because she's just going to talk over it.
go on, Demi. That's how we're singing. Go on,
Yeah.
Demi. Chris, I'll just mute us. Carry on,
Yeah.
Demi. It's over to you, sweet cheeks. Come on, let's have it.
Right.
Good radio.
Go on,
Can't hear
Demi.
you, love.
Go on.
Come on, Demi.
What?
It's your show
Yeah,
now.
Rich and Chris on the Smile Radio. We just got 26th Avenue here. Cracking band, absolutely fantastic. That's their brand new single, Dissolution. Fantastic.
Fantastic. So, Demi,
Yes.
who's them? Is it a mixture of all of you coming together with the lyrics and the music? How did it all go about? Tell us all about it. Come on.
I was driving one day with this one, and I went, "Oh, hey Siri," and it pops up. "Hi, what would you like to do?" And I was like, "Can you make a note?" And I had some lyrics in my head, and I told it to write them down. And I had this note, and I texted it across to Alex, and I was like, "I'm driving. I've just had this mad thought of these lyrics," and it was the chorus, and it was just sat there for ages. And then I went back to an old song I had, and I put the verse from that song together with this chorus, and it just kind of fit. And we was like, "No, that's the one." And then we wrote it. We all came together with the music, and it was totally different to what it is now.
Yeah.
When we went into the studio, we did some pre-production with Paul, who's the guy who produces our songs in London, and he had like some great ideas of all, like the choir where it's all the layered vocals of the and like it just all came together, and it was great. Like it's better than I ever could imagine the song could be. To be honest, it's just great.
Demi,
Yes,
it is really good.
you like it, Chris, do you?
I do, yeah. I do, yeah. And do you know what? You know, when you said it's that little poppy. To be honest, I like that little poppy thing on that one.
It's not too much as you'd think it's a chart song, but it's got that catchiness to it where even if you are not an indie fan, it's one of them songs you would still like.
It shows your diversification and growth as a songwriter.
That's the one, yeah.
I like it. Well done.
I think that was the first one we did, wasn't it? In the studio. Yeah.
That's really good. It's catchy enough to be a pop song, but it still has your sound to it.
Yeah.
So we've got, sorry to interrupt, Demi, we've got Eric Van Nielsen all the way from Texas, and he's asking, he says, he's asked who you are, so I've just messaged him saying 26th Avenue, and I've tagged you in on it.
Weirdo, Rich.
So, well, he says, and he's going to work, he says he wanted to know what it is, and he says he's going to work on getting it into their Tough on a Friday pre-gig playlist in the US. So there we go.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
lovely.
You, Rich, touching the hearts and minds of thousands.
Exactly. As Chris said earlier, I am the gift that keeps on giving.
That's it. That's Richard.
Absolutely.
So yeah, sharing the love across the globe. So that's what we're all about here at Smile. We are the beacon for unsigned music and artists. So we're doing our bit,
You might be
kids.
able to get some more ink done.
Yeah.
I know, that's the thing. Yeah, no, get covered up. I might put Smile Radio up here on the arm.
Well, yeah. Well, if you want, I
He'll
could,
hold you to that one, Rich.
yeah, I'll send you the either a JPEG or PNG. Which
Send me the picture of the
yeah.
NG and I'll get it done.
Yeah.
As long as it's not his face on your arm, because that won't be wrong. Why are you in an hotel anyway?
Why am I? Well, I'm just going out through bevs, and it was just cheaper than getting. At the minute, the hotels are so cheap. It was like 20 quid for the night. It's cheaper than getting a cab there and cab home. So
Happy
travel
days.
lodge it is.
I was going to say, it looks like we're in the same place,
said-
doesn't
I
it?
said
We've
to the
got the same walls.
And then I said to the boys, "Oh, like, I'll tell them I've just had a trip, and I'm just taking some time to write some music." And
Yeah. I just need some space, guys. I need some space.
Well, I've just been to bottomless brunch at Turtle Bay, so I've done 6 cocktails in 2 hours. So
Good
my head
girl.
is a little bit spinning.
What's your cocktail?
Steady on, Demi.
What's your cocktails?
Well, it was vodka with raspberry and something or other. I don't know. It was nice.
Cape
anyway.
Cod.
Eh?
Cape Cod, was it? A Cape Cod?
Raspberry
Vodka?
reggae. It was called.
Oh yeah. Do you like your rum?
I'm not a fan of rum. No, I'm on vodka, to be honest.
You're hot pints tonight, then, just to finish it off properly.
Well, yeah. Well, until 10 o'clock anyway. Then I've got to be in bed, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do hotel bar in
I
your
know. Well,
mini
let's
bar.
shut 10 as well, but we've bought some wine. We're all right.
No, nice one.
Yeah.
Good luck. So, in regards to what's coming up, when's the new single, the other single coming out? Then I know this has only just come out today. When's that? Sorry.
Sure. So so we've got 2 singles out now, and then we've got the EPs coming out in 1 month from now. So end of November, start of December, and there's going to be another 2 tracks on that, and there's going to be another music video which we just shot this week, which is going to be coming out with that, which I think we're all really excited about. I think it's a really cool video, and then obviously we're still at the minute we're working on some stuff for early next year. So there's lots coming. There's lots coming.
Fantastic. Well,
You're not doing a Christmas special, are you?
Well, have to wait and see. If you want one, we can supply.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try. I was thinking about this week. I'm going to try maybe in December or beginning of January, try and get a few of the bands and hopefully if some of this, the tier 3, 1, 2, whatever we're on, that is lifted and we, can get some of the bands together and try and do some kind of virtual, I don't know, festival, if you like, for want of a better word. I just wondered if you guys would be up for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Demi would do her own show. She'd do her own show.
Yeah, no, the rest of them can piss off. I've got it on my own.
Language, Timothy. You can tell you've had a drink, can't you? Eh? Do
Yeah.
you kiss your mum with that potty mouth? Eh? Oh, brilliant. So, I want to know more about what's coming up in regards to this new song. How who's again? I know when Demi was saying it was in the car, disillusion. I've said that wrong now. Dissolution.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's all right. I always get my tea thing. So the one that's coming out in the end of November. Who come up with that? Is that
Alex?
Do you had a
Yeah.
stroke, Rich?
shut up?
Go on, Alex.
So
Go on, mate.
yeah, so end of November we've got the rest of the EP coming out, so that'll be two more tracks. The one we shot the music video for is mostly a me and Lewis collaboration. I think we've both just been through some heartache and some struggles. So we sat down and we
Do you want to share with the group?
What's that?
Do you want to share
What's
with the
that?
group? Do you want to share?
Well, yeah. Well, I think.
You can relate to it, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No,
Is it
I
a
think
song about being dunked?
Yes.
in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it originally was, and we sat down and I think Lewis came over to mine. We went to my park near my house, and we played Robbers by the 1975, and then had a little bit of a cry.
Oh, wow.
and then the same that same day, we went through each other's like notes of like songs and poems we've written, and we just found lines that we liked and just kind of meshed them together. And so the one we've got the music video for is just kind of an amalgamation of all the different like songs and verses we'd written together.
Is it a love song?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's very much open to interpretation. I think it's sort of quite a vague
It
song.
is the best song on the EP. Let
It
me
is
put
the best.
Oh,
that out
yeah,
right
by
now.
far.
It's the best song
100%.
out of the 4 songs, 100%.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's what you'd expect from us. If you've heard the other 2 songs, I don't think you'd really expect this.
No, I think
Do
we
you
sort of-
do it
You
justice,
really-
Demi?
Eh?
Do you do the lyrics justice with your voice?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's my
Yeah.
favourite song out of the whole 4.
I think that's
It's
definitely one where
it's
Demi
incredible.
has her moment.
If it was by someone else, I'd be buying it 10 times over. And I'm not being big-headed. It's a great song. It's just all of it. It's the chord progressions. It's the whole meaning of the song. It's everything. When you hear all the whole elements, and not to be a bit of a spoiler, but when you hear like all the build-up and the orchestra and the violins and everything,
It's going to be
Incredible.
That's
Is
gonna
it
be a
something
big
on a
day.
grand scale? Then?
Epic.
Yes.
It's,
very much so.
it's a very grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've sort of indulged in influences like from outside.
Yeah.
What we thought we were. I think when we went into the studio on that one, the first like response we got from our producer, it contained all these violins and these backing vocals, and we kind of thought we're not going to be like, this isn't what we thought it would be. And I think it took us a couple of weeks to accept,
really settle with it.
kind of
Yeah.
accept that we could allow this, and then
So-
from there we kind
Is
of
it all recorded then?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all done.
Oh, yeah.
So
How long does it last, the song? Because it sounds quite anthemic, a bit like Elbows with the
It's actually
classical section.
pretty short. I think it's
It's
just
actually the shortest one of the lot.
yeah, it's exactly 3 minutes, I believe. 3
and
minutes,
It's
3
all
seconds.
you need. It's all you need. It's there. It's not package, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, we don't want to overstay the welcome on that one.
It is. It's just.
No.
It's a great end to that era and to
Mm.
that EP, and it's the nice end to it, and it just sort of sums everything up of what we've been through in that sort of period in our lives and moving
Yeah.
forward. And it's a really nice song. A really nice
Like
song.
an end of the chapter on this first.
I look
EP.
forward to talking about that one with you 100% when it comes out.
So I'm going to be really cheeky. So if I promise you that I won't put it out there, would you be able to send it across so I can have a listen to it?
Just for you, because you're.
Oh, you,
Yeah.
you,
We'll send it across.
you.
Fantastic.
Send it across.
Yeah.
No
I'll-
problems.
So there's
Yeah,
that one.
Do
There's that
later.
one in November, and then there is also another one which
Yeah.
we don't want to
How-
say.
How
don't wanna
about
say
we
less
send us
about.
some merch over an EP and have done with it?
Yeah, so we've got that one that we just filmed the music video for coming out in November. That'll be the sort of I suppose the single that comes out with the EP there, and then there'll also be the 4th track, which is kind of more us taking the pop side of our sound and really kind of like going through that. I think this EP is very much us writing these songs and then thinking like trying to consolidate and find what we like and then I think the next EP will be a lot more focused. I think
Yeah.
this one, with us kind of being like quite a young band and not really knowing what we're doing when we go into the studio, I think we took a lot of experimenting, and I think that's what this is.
But
yeah.
But I think that's
Yeah.
okay, because it's like, you know, I had a conversation. I know it's going off a little on a bit of a tangent. With my daughter, she's nearly 13, and she's talking about what she wants to do, and I just says, does it matter what you know? Because, you know, I've reinvented myself so many times over my short time on this mortal coil, and I think it's great that you're open minded to be able to, you know, you're not just set in one direction, that you're open to different views and different genres, or, you know, so keep an open mind is what I say.
Yeah, I think we've got. I think the three. We've got 3 of the 4 for the next EP.
Are they all very similar?
Demos. No, I think we've been able to keep especially with one of them, we've definitely been able to keep the kind of range very much. But then I think we're experimenting more with different stuff as well.
Yeah.
But it's still got that 26th Avenue sound.
You can tell it's us, but
Yeah,
it's got
definitely.
your influences from, you know, all over the shot, and we've taken influence from all of our favourite bands and, you know, favourite guitar sounds, and how we want the drums to sound and how we want the bass to sound, and, you know, it's got influences from everywhere. It's, you know, it's got very punky sounds, but then it's also very indie, and then some of it's, you know, it's got really sort of pop vibes to it, and it's a bit of everything, but it's just really consolidated it down to create our sound, what we really like. And, you know, you can tell that it's us when you listen to it, and you could link them to the other tracks. So you listen to 206 and you'd be able to listen to a song on our next EP and say, oh, that's the same artist. You can tell the same, you know, influences and same genre.
But your voice is very unique.
Yeah.
Just to interrupt you, Demi. Your voice is very unique, Demi.
Yeah, I think that's helped us.
100%.
Yeah,
sort of
the voice,
move genres.
The voice that Demi has, yes, you can it leads into different genres, but it's still the same sound. It's still got their own unique voice.
Yeah.
So your voice is synonymous with the 26.
So is it 26 Avenue's Bohemian Rhapsody? Almost.
It could be.
Might be better than that song.
Oh,
Hey,
I tell you
absolutely
what.
not. Do not insult Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Joe, watch out there.
I tell you what, if there's a band called Big Rooster Jeff over our neck of wood in Dewsbury. If you check them out on MPC or what's the other one, Chris? Redshift.
Redshift. However, Lampress is really good.
Yeah, and their influences is very much progressive rock. But there's one MPC, and as musicians you'll appreciate it a bit more than I do. But it takes you on a journey, and it's really good. So check that out. But again, that again going back to like Bohemian Rhapsody and that journey, that, you know, they never said it'd take off, and they didn't want to release it, did they? But what a song, what a track.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
I like Elbow Day Like This with the orchestra. So is it like that?
I don't know. I think it fits the song because it's more of a slow song, and it's more of a, you know, a bit of a heartfelt song. The orchestra sort of parts fit for it, but, you know, it's just weird. Like you wouldn't listen to 206 and think, you know, this sort of rocky band, and look at pictures of us and think, oh, these teenage punks making screamy, shouting, aggressive music would make something so heartfelt and soft. But it just works. It just works.
So you've just called yourself teenage punks.
Well, we are. Well, I'm not a teenager anymore, but I am.
To be fair, Demi, your last song was punkish, wasn't it?
Well, no, not that one. No, I suppose not.
No, it was pop rocky, catchy. Probably top 40, played on heart.
Well, if you can get us a concert, I don't mind being on that. How old is that, Chris?
Oh, I don't know nobody like. But I'm saying, you know, you labelled yourself as teenage, obviously, and one in the middle 20s as a punk. But your last song wasn't punky. It was really catchy and good. And people would tap their feet to that and not think that a label that it's come from a punk band.
Yeah, I think it might be because of what we're doing at the minute in terms of like songs we're writing. I think that might be why we're labeling ourselves that at the minute. Because
so you're going down a different avenue already then. So you've
talking about issues and stuff. What needs to be spoken about, what's not.
What, like Billy Bragg?
Billy
like
Bragg.
A Billy Bragg.
No, just conversing things what I think people our age are very passionate about, and things what, you know, need to be vocalised.
Vegan pasties.
I'm not a vegan. No, I do like a cheeseburger. I'm not going to lie to you, Chris. No, just things what, you know, we feel like people will relate to, and people our age, and a lot of us.
The price of vodka.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah, all the time.
yeah.
listen, Dems,
Well-
do you wanna write a song about that now? That is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to call it vegan pasties and vodka on a Saturday night.
A bit more of a thrash punk sort of element
Yeah.
to it. I think
Yeah,
that could
sort
go
of.
down some.
Well, the featured artist that we had on this week, Brianna, she's already checked your music out, 206, and she said she really likes it. So,
Brilliant.
and
Awesome.
Eric's just said he's Dissolution is a good tune. He says he's following the band on social. So,
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
so yeah. So that said, I think we should play 206. What do you think?
Yeah, go on, crack on.
Yeah,
Let's play it.
Get it on.
Come on, Demi. Come on, be the DJ. You're the
Right.
DJ.
Hello, everybody. It's Demi from 26th Avenue. Still, this is our first single, 206. Give it a blast.
Give it a blast. She's been on vodka.
Spend my nights wondering, are you thinking about me too? Wide awake, am I hooked on you? And it seems I got myself in deep this time. Fortunately, lost this night, punishable crime. Lock me up and throw away the key. I don't wanna feel, 'cause I'm scared. Going around like a Ferris wheel, and I know it's all just in my head. But 206, I can't sleep. I'm thinking of you. Spend my days wondering, do you care if I'm around? Wide awake, do you even like my sound? And it seems I got myself in deep this time. Fortunately, lost this night, punishable crime. Lock me up and throw away the key. I don't wanna feel, 'cause I'm scared. Going around like a Ferris wheel, and I know it's all just in my head. But 206, I can't sleep, thinking of you. Counting down the days, counting down the hours, as the minutes fade away. All I wanna say, lock me up and throw away the key. I don't wanna feel, 'cause I'm scared of going around like a Ferris wheel, and I know it's all just in my head. But 206, I can't sleep, I'm thinking of you. Lock me up and throw away the key. I don't wanna feel, 'cause I'm scared of going around like a Ferris wheel, and I know it's all just in my head. But 206, I can't sleep, I'm thinking of you.
Welcome back to Reaching a Little Bit of Chris Shaw live on Smile Radio. Are you there? Can you hear
I
us?
am, yes.
Can you hear us? Where's Demi gone for another
yes.
vodka?
She's
Oh, our
free
Wi-Fi's
Wi-
cut out.
her free Wi-Fi's ended.
Well, she's not paid a bill.
Yeah.
She's a freeloader, that
Oh,
ain't she?
so Wi-Fi, she gets 30 minutes a day free.
She's used it all up.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, at least someone else can talk now. So.
Yeah, you're brave because she's not there. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, basically.
You're carrying on, aren't you? Next time you come on, there'll be a band member less.
Yeah.
So I'm taking she's the boss then, ain't she?
Of course.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, Lewis. You got it. Come on, Lewis. Yeah. But then, no, yeah, she is 100%. But I was gonna try and like think of a reason why she isn't, and then I really. We don't let her know the money, though, do we?
No.
Oh no.
It'll be spent on a night out.
Yeah, we lost on vodka cranberries.
So I know you were on a couple of weeks ago, and obviously we're still in COVID restrictions and stuff like that. Is that still becoming still an issue with you for rehearsing and stuff like that?
We've had a couple gigs.
How did they go?
They've been good. I mean, it's limited, like how many people can actually like come to the gig.
Yeah.
And like booking tables and tickets, and so it's not quite the same, obviously, as it is.
No, and then if anyone's actually enjoying you, they might actually be a bit naughty, which is never something we can encourage.
Yeah, you can't really
Well,
stand up and start singing.
I'm gonna say, how do you perform under all that? You can't jump up, you can't dance, you can't do this. So you better off doing a gig in a cemetery, aren't you? You're playing to loads of folk that can't interact with you. I mean, because as artists, you must thrive off interaction.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when the most recent gig we did at Reigate, people were actually singing our songs.
Yeah, to be fair, they were singing them back.
And that was, that
shouldn't
felt really good.
Shouldn't
yeah,
be. We didn't endorse it.
We told them not to.
Don't condone it, but
no, it was nice to hear, 100%.
Oh, that's really good then.
But yeah, no, it's not like it used to be. To be fair, with the interaction, I remember when we did pubs and like all that before, we'd have sort of crowds. We'd have to put up chairs to like our space ends and their space starts. We had a man do a backflip before. We've had a man do a backflip to a cover of "Don't Look Back in Anger" by Oasis.
Ceiling.
The ceiling was probably
what a great song.
The ceiling was probably barely 6 foot high, and this guy was like ducking. And then all of a sudden, we got to the chorus of "Don't Look Back in Anger." He like pushes everyone out the way and does a backflip. He then grabs the mic off Demi and says, "I've never landed that before."
Incredible.
He'd been drinking with Demi.
So it's not like it used to be.
Yeah, but I bet you're missing playing live though. I can't tell you how much I've missed going to gigs. And before all this, I managed to see Stereophonics in Nottingham just before the lockdown, and that were brilliant. And then
I've had all sorts cancelled, which is a shame. I was meant to be going to see Billie Eilish with my little sister. That was a birthday present for last year, and that's been postponed. It's a shame.
Yeah. Do you like Billie Eilish?
I'm a fan of Billie Eilish. Yeah, I really liked the album. I haven't actually been listening to a whole lot because my sister ruins it. Right, like it's always on in my mum's car, and whenever she's in my car, she'll put on the same 3 Billie Eilish songs. So it's sort of been a bit spoiled by that.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm a big fan of Billie Eilish. Yeah, I think she's great. I think she's very good.
Oh, well, what other musicians, bands do you like then as well? Since we've sort of touched on that.
I'm a big fan of the 1975. They're my favourite bands. I think their sort of genre bending ways are quite good. That's something that's quite inspires me quite a lot. Yeah.
I think you just like Matty Healy, and the music comes second.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We've got quite a lot of influences.
Yeah, go on, Lewis.
I think like current bands, we quite like the Hunter, Wolf Alice.
Yeah.
No, Yonica.
Never heard of these. Like speaking a foreign language.
No, I hadn't heard that.
But what about Sophie and the Giants? They're from Sheffield.
Yeah.
No.
Them? Okay. That kind of thing. But kind of like some bands that have been around like longer. I think like we've definitely got like some U2 vibes and like some of the guitar stuff. And kind of like Kings of Leon.
What about the Cortinas?
The other day we were like compared to Nirvana with 206 and stuff, and I think we take quite a lot of different.
You take that though, wouldn't you? Nirvana.
Different songs and kind of accumulate them.
But those bands you've just mentioned to me, then it's like I've just been shipped in from space. I'm like David Bowie, the boy that fell to earth. Honestly, I like what am I like a lot of American stuff, Americana, bluegrass. Have you heard of the bluegrass gypsies like that? And some Genesis, very not with Peter Gabriel in Selling England by the Pound and stuff like that. So my Spotify, which I finally got of the week because I was listening to it at work, it's just full of all sorts of different stuff, but none of the stuff that you've just said there.
So I did forget probably one of our biggest influences got to be Fleetwood Mac. We are obsessed with Fleetwood Mac.
They're amazing.
How that band
from the
has stuck
70s.
together, I will never know, because they've all had dalliances with one another, and it's just the history behind that band. They should never mind Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody and all the rest of it. They need to make a film on them.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Absolutely. That'd be insane.
Oh yeah,
They'd have to call it The Chain, though, wouldn't they? They'd
Yeah.
have to.
got to be done.
That's what they pulled on Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. Yeah, but I have to say I do like Fleetwood Mac.
The early stuff though.
Yeah.
The probably the last is it Tango in the Night? That was probably the last good album. But the early stuff, stuff in the 70s were really good.
Yeah.
Everything else, it just becomes too commercialised.
Yeah.
Like Genesis, the early stuff with Peter Gabriel, that was very good. Man.
Sure.
They
Room is
had the
definitely an album that we love, and that's an absolute classic, right?
Yeah. But no, Fleetwood Mac. It is quite bizarre that they've got that such longevity.
I can't believe it, because they've all had relations with each other, haven't they? You know what I mean?
I saw them last year, actually. It was all of the band, apart from Lindsey Buckingham. They played Wembley.
I imagine they're all sort of side-eyeing each other while they're playing.
Just a little bit.
Just thinking of the paycheck, I suppose, aren't they? Just sat there playing and thinking.
I think. Yeah, you can tend to put everything to one side, can't, as long as they're getting £1 million check a thing.
But the thing is, like for a lot of the musicians that I've dealt with and spoke to, and it's not always about the money. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
I
was only saying that because they don't.
No, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sure that's a nice sweetener. I'm not going to deny that. But a lot of the bands, and when you start out like with you guys, you literally you're scratching about and you're doing it for the love of making music, and that in itself, I know it doesn't pay the bills as such sometimes, but a lot of people do it because they just want to play, and it's and I doff my cap to you on that. I really do.
You're doing something you love, aren't you? Sometimes the love of it. You tend to, you're quite happy to be doing what you love all your life and just earning a small living rather than doing something you don't like and earning a fantastic wage. Because it's all about life enjoyment and quality, I suppose. Well,
but there's lots.
When you're a lot younger than me, you've probably got all your lives planned out. What you want to do for years to come. And hopefully,
you'd like to think so.
Yeah, you don't, wouldn't you?
You think about it. You're in a good place with musicality. All you need is that little break, and who knows where it could lead.
Oh, that's what we're hoping for.
I mean, you've got this bloke now want to take your gear and play it in America. Who knows what doors that's going to open?
Yeah.
Obviously, make sure she don't get arrested for anything because she won't be able to travel to America with you.
You'll be doing your live gigs via Zoom. Our lead singer in Hull.
You'll be in America. She'll be sat in the prison cell or the tattoo parlour.
Most likely.
Yeah, one or the other.
So the world's your oyster. You just need that break. And like you've been played today, and somebody else has listened to it. They're going to put you on their playlist. And who knows?
Well, like Brianna, she's had 57,000 monthly listens to what she's doing, and she was listening to 206. As soon as I mentioned the band, I says, she's 26th Avenue. Yeah, I love the track 206. And it's just, and that's the beauty of.
It's good that
social media, and I mean I know Spotify and a lot of the, you get next to nothing by being on these streaming sites, but at least your music's getting out there, and and eventually, when you do make it, don't forget us at Smile, will you? Do you know what I mean? So,
as soon as I mentioned no, absolutely.
Oh, a bit of feedback there.
That was me. Sorry, that was me.
But
no, that's something that will never. I don't think I'll ever really get used to. I don't think any of us will. It's just people like knowing our name and knowing our track. It's insane. I
Yeah.
remember even before we had anything out, Demi and I were at Reading, and it was sort of like late in the evening. We were a few drinks in, and someone just walks up the path and recognizes us and goes, "Are you guys 26th Avenue?" And this was like before we'd like properly released anything, but it wasn't anyone we know, and that was insane. I think that was the first time we'd been sort of, well, it was Demi and I. Those two were in bed, but it was the first time that Demi and I had ever been like recognized as doing stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And how did you find it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, it was
Joe.
surreal. It was proper crazy because I was a bit out of it really. I was a good few bevs in, so I it was surreal. I was just kind of like, oh, like crazy. And every time since, it's been sort of seeing it on people's stories, and then like, talking to people who have heard of us. Like it's insane. It's something that's
I think the
weird.
weirdest thing at the minute is like it's finally like people who we don't know like at all, not even like mutual friends, like people who have absolutely no connection to us in countries, who message us and say like, we heard your song, we really like it. They share the song, their friends listen to it. That's something that's really surreal, and that will
always brighten my day as well. Like seeing a notification on the band Instagram from someone, from a different country or from like somewhere far away that like we haven't been to, messaging us and saying like that they enjoyed our track. Like that's something that will always really like really make my day. I think
it's crazy. And at the minute, 206 is the country where it's most popular is not the UK, it's Mexico.
Yeah, no, it's Mexico.
Mexico.
It's
Really
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
You're not going to be some of our listenership. I mean, because I can see all the analytics is in Russia, Germany, Philippines, India. And US. We've got a good following in the US. But yeah, it's just like some spurious. I look at the analytics on Facebook. I mean, we're just short of 6,000 followers on Facebook. I mean, and that's all organic. It's not. I've not paid for anything. Same with Twitter. We're nearly at 4,000 now. I mean, Instagram. I need to work on that. We're about only 820, I think. But
because you keep posting a lot of yourself on it.
Well, obviously, I'm just doing what the public want to see, Chris. I can't help that, can I?
You never run these ideas by me, though, do you? You just say, I'll just put my fat face on Instagram again.
Oh, here we go. The fat bit. Here we go. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, Rich. By association, we're all classed as
fattest. But no, but and also
no. Spin on that though. By association, how are we part of that?
Yeah, cause
we need to work on us public front, Richard.
We'll work on that after lockdown.
Thing is,
after tier 3.
I'm being funny. By association, we know some alcoholic that's run out of Wi-Fi and no time.
Right, listen, we've got 15 minutes. I want to play a song for you. I'm going to play Redshift by Big Rooster Jeff, and you'll understand the journey that we were talking about.
I thought you were about MPC.
Well, I can do MPC. Which one do you want, MPC or Redshift?
I'm all right, but the journey's MPC, but Redshift's all right. I'm not telling you that. Okay.
No. Hang on. Keep talking. No, literally, keep talking, guys.
Richard,
go on. Tell your story.
You should have just what you had lined up.
Go on, Joe.
No, the moment's passed. I can't.
Joe's got a story that he wants to tell everyone.
Come on.
He's just putting my word out.
I would just like to say I was the first person to get recognised. So.
Where?
Who was?
He was in a Mackey's in near Sainsbury's actually.
I thought you were going to say Wacky Warehouse ball pool. That would have been awesome.
No, it's not as cool as Alex's story, but we were just getting some food or whatever, and some kids about our age came up to us. Came up to me, and they were like, "Oh, are you from 26th Avenue?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am." And they said they, which was really weird because at the time we'd played about once, and we'd done like a few open mics, and that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really cool.
To be fair, that was super early. So
right.
Yeah, Joe, you.
I'm back.
How were you received locally then? Have you built up a bit of a fan base?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, listen. Hold that thought. I want to play it because literally we've only got 13 minutes left. So I want to play this. This is MPC by Big Rooster Jeff, and I want your honest opinion of this. Me and Chris love this, and these lads are brilliant as well. And there's only 3 pieces and Young Ruben, who does a show Top of the Progs on a Monday night, he's a self-taught pianist, organist, and all the rest of it. Very, very talented guys. Let me know what you think anyway, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Rich and a bit of Chris, and we've been joined by the 26th Avenue, minus Demi, because she's outside.
Asleep.
She's asleep.
Burnt herself out.
Passed out.
She
Passed out more like.
peaked a bit early. Anyway, this is NPC by Big Rooster Jeff. You're listening to Rich and a bit of Chris, live on Smile Radio. Honest, it's coming. It's coming. Bear with. Do you hate it when the thing is, at least I know we're live. We're going to start again. Here we go. Here we go. NPC.
First it's getting colder, been feeling around this spot all night. She left after I told her, been breathing by this spot all my life. Here's one for you boys, how does a lifetime look like until I fall back asleep?
So what do you think to that, guys?
Yeah, definitely.
That was
Yeah.
interesting.
Thinking about the journey as well. Like, I
Yeah.
was listening to the first verse and I was like, this reminds me of Keen or like Snow Patrol or something.
Yeah.
And then going into the first chorus, I heard like those big dum kind of things, and I was like, that reminds me a bit of Radiohead. And then
Mm,
Yeah,
real like
I got
you know
the radio.
What do you
Yeah.
think to the drums?
yeah, it was cool.
scope of genres.
No, yeah, that was proper sick. That was really good. That.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like 3 songs in one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it when they've done it live, and what a performance.
Yeah.
I mean, I love live music anyway, but
See, I could see that being a song that kind of
Yeah.
lends itself to being performed live.
oh, honestly, I've
On
seen
TV.
it 3 or 4 times, and they did a gig for us for the Samantha Sykes last year, and they did it free just for a few scoops. You know what I mean, a few beers. Because Patrick the drummer, he likes a good drink, doesn't he, Chris?
He does.
Yeah, he's like ours then.
Yeah. Do you like a good drink, Joe?
A few rough nights I've had recently.
Yeah, good lad. What do you think to the drumming? I think Patrick's a fantastic drummer.
Yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, but check him out. I mean, and that's the thing I love about we music, and everybody appreciates everybody else's talents, and but to listen to that and watch it live, it's amazing. And you see young Ruben. I mean, he plays. I mean, not at the minute, but he's been playing at church at a proper church organ, and he's actually taught himself to play the organ. And I'm sorry, there's a natural ability in that. There's not just something that you can just I'll watch a YouTube video. Do you know what I mean? It's so yeah. This is one thing I love about what we're doing, me and Chris. I love this, that we get to appreciate some of the music that's coming out.
Rich, we spent years training our skills, learning our skills to be presenters.
Yeah, can you tell? I think it's paying. I think it's paying off.
I think we're quite polished.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
I agree.
Oh, bless
That's
you.
it, yeah,
I
no, of
agree.
course.
Right
Yeah,
then,
of
guys.
course.
We're gonna have to say goodbye. Unfortunately,
Oh.
it's coming up. So we
Time.
I know it's whizzed by, isn't it? I really appreciate it. And somebody please check on Demi, will you?
I'll give her a ring.
Yeah, put
Will
it
do,
in
will
recovery
do.
position. Can somebody put it in recovery position, please?
Should be having a charcoal supper.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Anyway, but send me that your new stuff across.
Yes.
I promise. I promise. I won't put it out.
Yes,
I won't put it
no.
on. But I'd really like to listen to it. But I just want to say a massive thank you again, guys, and every
Yeah,
success.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Keep in
thanks for having
touch.
us.
problem.
And when
Thank you very
your
much.
EP comes out, let
I
us.
just realised my Zoom picture makes me look like Jesus Christ with a bright light behind me.
You are
Yeah,
very
the
you are
EP
very
is
angelic, Chris.
Late November.
Yeah.
the
That might-
EP.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
long.
We've not got an exact date yet, but yeah, it's not long, is it?
And that's an exclusive just for the listeners of Smile Radio that hasn't been announced yet. So there you go.
Yeah, go.
Thank you very much,
Side
guys.
piece of knowledge.
Right then, we're gonna love you and leave you. Just want to say a
Awesome.
massive thank you again, guys.
Thanks
Stay
very much.
safe.
Thank you. Cheers.
Keep in
No worries.
touch.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
All
so
right.
much.
Right,
Cheers,
thanks.
See you later.
Always a pleasure.
All right.
See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right then, Chris. What do you think? Really good show. Love that, mate. Absolutely loved it.
Good one. It's 2 good guests.
Yeah.
To be
Really
fair,
good.
I am worried about the lead singer.
Yeah, me too.
6 cocktails at tea time. That's said in one way, is that, isn't it? A night of regret and sorrow.
Oh, God bless her. Well, listen, stay tuned. Coming up after us, we've got the Mad as a Fish Colonel Backer's show. And then straight after him, 7 till 8, we've got the JJ Kane, quite good radio show. And after that, we have the Indie Artist playlist up until 11 o'clock. And then till the wee small hours, we have got the Indie Rock Hours. So stay tuned. Keep it with Smile Radio. All is left to say is thanks, everybody. We're going to sign off with a little bit of Can't by the Wild Horse. They were our featured artists a few weeks ago. So stay safe, guys. Thanks again. And don't forget, give us 3 rings when you get in. See you, Chris.
Ta-da. Ta-da.